Hi, I'm Jimmy with PJG's Jewelry. Today I want to show you something really simple that you can actually fabricate out of some of your leftover silver, copper, or gold wire. Nothing more than what we call an ear wire. And ear wires come in a variety of different styles. You can buy these prefabricated, but again, I'm going to show you how you can make them using some of your leftover wire. All you really need are some 2-inch pieces of wire. And I've already cut a couple of these, 2 inches. Some of the tools that we're going to need are some flat nose pliers, some flush cutting pliers, and bail making pliers, and also what's called a cup burnisher. They have fancier versions of these that fit into your electric drill, but this will do for our purposes today. Once you've cut a 2-inch section of wire that needs to be between 20 and 24 gauge round, if you're using the larger wire, for example 20 gauge, you might want to use dead soft. If you're using 21, 22, 24 gauge, you might want to try and use half hard wire. But once you've cut it, let's just burnish with the cup burr each end of this so it no longer pricks you. Might need a little bit more on that one. But now we'll go ahead and take our bail making pliers, and we've got 6 different steps on this between 2mm and 9mm. And we're going to make an eyelet on one end of this with the 2mm. And then I will offset it so it looks something like this. And now, using the 9mm bail, I have the eyelet right against the mandrel itself, and I'll wrap this around until it almost touches the eyelet. And we're almost done. Now all that's left to do is to bend this back similarly to what you see here, typically 4 or 5mm, and it just so happens that my flat nose pliers at the base are approximately 5mm. So there you have it, your first ear wire made from scrap wire. Now this has been a lot of fun, and again, to recap, all you need are some 2-inch lengths of wire between 20 and 24 inches. Between 20 and 24 gauge. And if you're using the larger gauge, maximally 20 gauge, because we just don't like having big gauge wire go through a small ear hole. But as you go smaller and smaller, you might want to try using half hard wire instead of the dead soft. You'll need some flush cutting pliers. You'll need some flat nose pliers, some bail making pliers with a 2mm mandrel and a 9mm mandrel, and a cup burr. So, if you want to see more of this, I've got part 2 coming up shortly, and we're going to have some more fun still. Stick around.